Hi, it's Katie Chambers. Welcome back to my channel, or hello if you're new. This is only my second video, but I have big plans for this channel, so make sure to like and subscribe. I love fashion, theater, makeup, and just a ton of other things, so yeah, I'm really excited. Today I'm going to be doing my makeup kind of like Regina George and kind of dressing like her while talking about my thoughts on Mean Girls the musical. I'm also going to be using this beautiful Burn Book eyeshadow palette by Storybook Cosmetics. It's so pretty. I know that it has been out for a while now, but I can never really justify spending $50 on what's kind of like a small palette, but it went on 50% off sale. I don't know if it's being discontinued or something or what, but I snatched that up and I knew that I had to do this video, so yeah. Let's get on to the video. I'm going to start by pinning my hair back with these clips I got on Amazon in the pack of like 10 for $3. So that was definitely a good purchase, and I'm going to be using my Tarte Quench primer. I got this in an Ipsy bag, and yeah, I absolutely love Mean Girls. Like, seriously, I love the show, I love the movie, I just love everything about it. I really regret not seeing it while it was on tour. It actually premiered, I believe, in DC, which is like right where I live. I go see shows in DC all the time, and a ton of my friends saw it, but for whatever reason, I did not go see it, and I definitely regret that because it's become one of my favorite shows, and I wasn't gonna go travel all the way to New York just to go see it, and you know, the other places on the tour were like nearby. Hopefully when Broadway opens up post-COVID, I will be able to see it. Kind of a missed opportunity there, but whatever. It is definitely one of my favorite movies. Oh, I'm just using my CoverGirl True Blend foundation. So when I heard that it was becoming a musical, I was honestly kind of scared, because sometimes they just turn things into musicals just to do it. There are definitely a few shows that come to mind where I'm like, you just wanted that cash grab, like they didn't really focus on like enhancing it, like it didn't need to be musical. But this, as soon as the cast album dropped, I just fell in love. I am so glad. I love what they did. It just, I don't even know how to explain it. It stays true to the, sorry, I'm just looking over at this mirror over here. It stays true to the movie. It adds its own special flair, and I don't know, it's such a good show, and it's just so fun. You know, it's not meant to be taken too seriously. It's a comedy. After all, I don't know, I just love it. I've just got these questions here, like these little talking points. It's not like scripted, I had some questions I wanted to kind of address while I was doing this. I'm just going to be taking my CoverGirl Clean powder over here. So yeah, the first one is, what is your favorite character? And honestly, I think it has to be Karen. It's so funny because she's the opposite of like a Karen. That wasn't really a term when the movie first came out. Just so sweet and kind, and I loved her in the movie. Amanda Seyfried is just like amazing. I love her in Mamma Mia and just all the other movies that she has been in, and so I always really loved Karen, and I think she's even sweeter in the musical, and I love everyone who's played her. Oh, this is my Tarte Maison Clay powder blush. I don't know, I just think her character is like just so fun and sweet, and I don't know, there's something about her that I really like. I also really like Janice. I know that she's actually like a bad friend. I don't think I would like her in real life, but Barrett Wilbert Weed is just, I love her so much. She's really great in Heathers, which is another favorite show of mine. She's just amazing. I love I'd Rather Be Me. Okay, let's see. I'd Rather Be Me is kind of like a controversial song. You know, people either love it or they hate it. And I gotta admit, musically, lyrically, it's really like not the best song, but it is such a bop, and I just love I don't know, I just love trying to belt it out in my car or in my shower, and so it's just, I don't know, I just love that song. Which actually leads me to the next question, which is, what is your favorite song? And I think it would have to be Meet the Plastics. It's just very nostalgic. It really reminds me of the movie, and it's just really cool to get to meet everyone, and I love that little trio part where they're all like singing at the same time as each other. I just think that part is just like, it's just so great, and I love to try and sing all the parts. Never really works out. I also really love Where Do You Belong. Again, it has that nostalgia, you know, where they're showing her all the different groups and cliques that are in the cafeteria and stuff. This is just, I don't know, some random elf brush. Yeah, it's really awesome, and Damien is great. He's like actually one of the only like true friends in the show.
The audio for this part got messed up, but basically I'm saying I love Damien's other songs, Stop, as well.
It is a tap number, like if you know me in real life, you know that I'm like obsessed with tap. I take tap lessons and I do musical theater, but I've never actually been in a show where there's a tap number in it and I can combine those two skills. And I'd want to be in a show with a tap number so bad. Like, if you're around me, like, you know that it's like a running gag. It's like my joke. It's my thing that I'll be like, oh, but does it have a tap number? And this actually does have a tap number. So I don't know, that just makes the show even better. I also really love, I'm gonna get the palette out now. I also really love World Burn. All the Regina songs are just great. I wish I could play her, but cries in alto. That actually leads me again to my next question, which is, who is your favorite Regina? And I got to be honest, I am a Taylor Louderman girl through and through. I just think she's the OG. Like, if it's not broke, don't fix it. I think she looks like Regina. I think she perfectly emulates Regina from the movie. Her voice is just so crisp and so clear. And no disrespect to Renee Rapp, I think she is an absolute queen, an absolute legend. She is just amazing, but I just don't really see her as Regina. I don't know what it is. She just doesn't give off Regina vibes. She doesn't really look like Regina to me, and when her voice is a lot more rich and soulful, which is amazing, but it just, I don't know, it gives me more Gretchen or Janet vibes, or I don't know, maybe this is just me. Again, no disrespect for her because she's amazing. What is the next question? Oh, who is your favorite Katie? I gotta be honest, I really love Sabrina Carpenter. I loved her back when she was on Disney Channel, and I still love her, and I think this was the stunt casting that actually worked. Oh, I'm using this color Wednesday. I'll talk about the other stunt casting later, but I don't know if I would actually pick Regina Carpenter. Like, if I were the casting agent, I don't know if she would have been my first choice, because she does feel less princessy than Erica Henningsen. I know that maybe that's actually truer to the movie. She has more grit like Lindsay Lohan. However, I feel like the musical made Katie have a little bit more naivety to her and a very Disney princessy feel to her voice. But I actually like that. I think that makes her progression to becoming a mean girl all the more surprising and interesting to watch. So maybe, I don't know, I really love Erica Henningsen. Again, she's just the OG, and I don't know if you can top her. And now that leads me to the thing I said earlier, where that was the stunt casting that worked. We're gonna talk about the Cameron Dallas drama. Listen, I have to be honest, I have seen some like comparison side-by-side videos of like everyone in Mean Girls, and like everyone who has played Katie, amazing. Everyone who has played Karen, everyone who has played Regina, it's just like they are all just like stunning. But when I saw the comparison side-by-side with Cameron Dallas, I literally cried laughing. It was so bad. It was so bad. It was like the funniest thing I've ever seen. And like, I get it. I get why stunt casting, oh, I'm just going over this color, Regina George. I get why stunt casting is necessary. Not every show can be like Hamilton and sell out every single night. Not every show can be like Phantom and be on Broadway for like 30 years. But I just feel like there's so many better choices you could have chosen. People who are actually famous for being good actors or being good singers, because he can't really do either. I don't really get why they chose him out of all the amazing and famous singers and actors out there. No, he's not even like an A-lister. I gotta be honest, I had never heard of him until the whole Mean Girls thing, and I've since looked it up, and I've since kind of discovered more about him. And yes, he does have a pretty good, I'm now going into mouse stuff, he does have a pretty good following, and I understand how he could bring an audience, but he's not like a household name. And there's so many people who like are household names, or at least famous in the Broadway community, or just famous for being an actor or a singer, and he is neither. I don't know if you can see this. Just trying to, yeah, you see it. So well, that was unexpected, but we are back. So yeah, I just think the whole Cameron Dallas thing was weird, and there's so many other better people they could have chosen, but you know what, whatever. He still didn't ruin the show, and if I had gone and he was in it, he's not like the main character. I would have been more mad if it was like they stunt casted another person and they were terrible. You know what I mean? I don't know. Oh, also, I forgot to bring up earlier when I was talking about how much I love Karen. The song Sexy is such a bop. It is hands down the funniest song in the entire show. Just taking my Araceli black eyeliner. Like, it is just, it takes that whole scene where it's like, oh, all the girls use this as a time to just wear lingerie and animal ears, and like the whole I'm a mouse, duh. And it just brings it to a level that I did not know it could reach. And I am so glad that it did. I have it on my Halloween playlist because it's literally like, it's so true too. Is that enough? Maybe I'll go in with a liquid eyeliner. So it's just the Ulta liquid liner. Who would I want to play? And now, like I was said earlier, I'm an alto. Like, I am a true alto. Sometimes I'm literally cast in community theater productions as a tenor. And when I'm belting, I can kind of play mezzo roles if they're very belty. Like, I don't want to say that my range is higher. I want to say that the range that I'm able to belt in and I don't need to sing in my head voice is higher than most altos. However, my overall range is the same as most altos. So it's just like the range I would have for head voice is like kind of taken over by my belting, if that makes sense. And so I could get away with almost all the girls in the show at like a community theater or a high school production. However, I would never be able to play any of them like on Broadway, if that makes any sense. I think I could be a Janice. She just fits my voice type, I think. She only belts up to a D5, I believe, which is like my belting note, which is, you know, that's what I normally belt. So I think that I could be good with that. I also think Katie is like really similar to me. Not only do we share a name, but we share a lot of personality traits. You know, I definitely get the whole like mathletes thing, the whole like being in advanced classes thing. And so I feel like I could kind of relate to her. I don't think I could ever be a Karen. I just don't think that I am that person. And I know Gretchen, some of her songs are a little bit higher. If I could play anyone, like regardless of voice type, I definitely think that I would play Regina. I'm getting my Lash Paradise mascara because I just think she's so fun and I love playing villains. The literal highlight of my acting career is 7th grade Annie when I played Miss Hannigan. Like, I will never forget that. It's just more fun to play villains and she is just so cool and glamorous, so I just feel like it'd be so fun to play her. Although, you know, some of her songs, they're a little bit up there in my range. I gotta be honest, like, I don't think I could get away with her professionally, but, you know, I make it work, if that makes any sense. Yeah, so the next question is, what is my favorite similar show? And I'm just going to put on this Burt's Bees lip balm. And I don't know if this means like similar plot or like similar musically. If it's musically, it'd probably have to be Dear Evan Hansen. That's also like a poppy show. I just love the music for Dear Evan Hansen. I actually did see Dear Evan Hansen live when it was in DC. And it made me cry. And if you know me, I never cried anything. I cried like a little baby at this. This is just the LA Colors, just a pink lip liner. I got it for like $2 at Walmart. And yeah, I cried so much at it. And I know that people are saying that Evan Hansen is not like a good person, but if you really watch the show, like you know that his actions are not good. He knows it, but I don't think that makes him a bad person overall. I don't know. This is the NYX Filler Instinct lip gloss. I really do think that he knows what he's doing is wrong, but he feels like it's the only option. And yeah, and if you mean plot-wise, I'm tempted to say Heathers because it does have a similar plot. I think I'm gonna have to say Legally Blonde. I just love Legally Blonde. I watched The Search for Elle Woods on MTV, and it is so cool. And all the songs are absolute bops. I want to say that I'm an Elle, but let's be honest, I am a Vivian. That's another show that I would really love to do, like somewhere, sometime. But yeah, I am done. I know it looks kind of weird from here, but I will show you some close-up pictures and then we'll get into the next part. This is my finished product. I only used 3 colors, Regina George, Wednesdays, and a Mouse Da, and I think it looks pretty good for only 3 colors. Like a better photo, like, I don't know, close up. Again, I think it looks pretty good. Now I'm going to kind of dress up. This is really similar to one of the outfits she wears in the movie. Tank top, black skirt, and a pink cardigan. More similar to what she wears in the stage show. She wears like pink or white jeans and like a pink blazer or leather jacket with various other pink items. That was my video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you're interested in similar content, fashion, makeup, theater, and yeah, really interesting. I'm not warmed up, but I feel like I have to do this. My name is Regina George, and I am a massive deal. I don't care who you are. I don't care how you feel. Yeah, see, that was... Okay, now goodbye.